Hey everybody, I'm back again with another toy review. This time it is the Super7 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimates Foot Soldier. This seems to be a lot of people's favorite figure out of the Series 1 wave. Personally for me, I think it's either Baxter Stockman or Raphael. But this figure is pretty cool. I think there's things from each figure that I like a lot. So I'm just gonna jump right in and tell you my favorite thing. Much like the Splinter figure, it is the bunch of different types of hands that we get. I really like that they sculpted out a bunch of different hands for these figures, and I think it's a real highlight for this line of toys. So the first set is like a karate chop type of hand, and I like how they look like, gloves. I like how they sculpted that. It looks really cool. Each one of these is unique. They're not reused for any of the other figures so far anyways. This is like a, like reach out and grab hand, like they're going after April or someone. That's really cool. And this is a punching fist. Can punch the turtles or whoever is coming after you. And then this one, this is like a pointer, or like a pressure point type of thing, like that. Once again, a really great sculpt on these. This looks like it maybe could like hold a weapon or something, like a gun. And the figure itself has these weapon holding hands on it. Very nice. We'll get back to him in a minute after the weapons. All right. Now I'm gonna get a little bit of a gripe here. You can see this has like a wash over it, but there's really no other paint on this at all. And I feel like they're really skimping a lot on the paint. And it's a huge complaint of mine with these figures, because I mean you're paying so much for them, and they're really just not going to the next level with it. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I get that they're trying to do throwbacks to the Playmates figures, but they're almost giving me Playmates quality with this kind of stuff here. You can see like all these have different little marks and stuff. They could have all had different colors. This could even have like, I don't know, been silver. They're using so much silver paint on stuff. But like the sculpt is really good and stuff. So there's that. Then he has a pair of throwing stars, and they're actually really sharp. And the paint is kind of not on these too well, but I don't mind really because I don't know, I feel like the foot soldiers kind of have crappy throwing stars, so I think it's all right looking. Then he has a dagger, which is just like the old Playmates one, and it even is like made of floppy plastic, but they did paint this, which is cool, like that. Then he has the blaster rifle, which a lot of characters had back in the day and on the cartoon. They did manage to paint some of the bolts on this, but like things like this I feel should be painted, and maybe some of the other things, and like the scope on the gun and stuff, and maybe the tip of the blaster should have been like red or something, I don't know. I mean, it's just kind of like, NECA is going to the point where they're painting all the weapons for the cartoon line, and then you're like paying as much for a 2-pack as you are for one figure in this series, and they're really not taking it that extra amount, which is kind of a bummer, really. Then this one's really painted different colors and stuff, so they painted all the silver on this, silver on the front, the bolt there, and they painted both sides. And see, this one they painted across here. They didn't do it on this side, which is really strange. Not sure why. And the interesting thing too is the original design of this turtle clamp thing. It was really thick on the Playmates figure. And this one's like real thin. So I'm not sure why they decided to do that with this. Also, like the connector rope here is painted. Might be hard to see, and this is painted as well. So like the middle piece is just the original plastic, and they did do a wash over everything, which I don't really care that they did that. I would rather them like paint things different colors, which they did on this weapon. Then this one they did paint as well, but it's really hard to see. So like I feel like this should have been painted with this silver again. Yeah, they're going crazy with the silver paint on this. I feel like this piece should have been silver up top. Like from the rope down to the handle piece is all painted like a dark gray, and then they put like a black wash over the top piece here. But again, I feel like that should have been silver. Then we're gonna get to my least favorite thing in this set, and that is these throwbacks to the original Playmates figures that had all of their weapons connected to a weapons rack. Makes sense for the original figures, but I wish that they would have had a like a base or a connected like a street diorama or something for these figures instead of these things. I don't know. The nostalgia doesn't really hit me with these too much. It might for some people, but really not something I really like. Let's get rid of the weapons and get right into the Foot Soldier here. Really love the sculpt on this. It's really great. It looks almost exactly like the original figure, obviously with updated details and stuff. Really great details, like on the fabric and stuff. You can see they put the extra effort into the details with that kind of stuff. Then on the belt and on the pads, and then his wraps on his legs and his feet as well. The interesting thing is that there is actually detail on the neck here, but for whatever reason they decided just to use like a round ball instead and not put any detail on it, which is really strange. I don't know why they went with that, but his articulation's really good. His head is on like a ball joint, but it also is articulated where the head meets the ball joint, so you have that as well. The shoulders are really nice and tight, but they don't feel like they're going to break. So, I say that, I mean, there you go. So they go up and down real nice. Then he's articulated here on the arm, and then he has elbow articulation, and let me hold this so you can see the articulation at the elbow also swivels around as well. So you get a lot of range of movement with these figures, and it's really cool. Very nice. He doesn't have any here or anything, but all of the different hands have the same type of articulation. It's really nice. There's no like sticking or anything like that. So I got that too. And then he does move at the waist, but unfortunately it doesn't have an ab crunch or anything like that. This is a soft piece of plastic here, which gives you pretty good range of movement with the like hip articulation, but it does feel pretty fragile, so I'd be pretty careful with the articulation here and here. You may not want to really go crazy with that and push it too hard or anything, but it does also rotate because there is it's like got a peg here as well. You do that, and it's actually the figure is oiled pretty well, so that's good. He has knee articulation on both sides, which is really nice. Really good, and it does, just like the arm, it rotates all the way around. That's a bit of an interesting move there. So you can get really a lot of different movements out of this figure. And you might see me turning these around. So he is articulated here and here on his wrap, where his wraps meet his legs as well. So you can move the legs around without moving the knees if you want. And then he has foot articulation, because what would a foot soldier be without foot articulation? And then he's got the swivels. That's like some of the other figures had. So that's very cool. So overall, really cool figure. He actually not only reminds me of the Playmates toy lot. I don't think I mentioned this, but it kind of reminds me a lot of the Archie Comics Foot Soldier as well. I don't know if you guys have read those. They're some of my favorites. Really great designs and stories in that series. Yeah, really nice. Going with this Foot Soldier here, trying to get him to stand. You can make him stand real tall if you want, but personally, I would probably gonna display him like all hunched over like the old Playmates figures here. I have a little bit of trouble standing him. Like I said, I really wish these would have come with like bases or something instead of the weapons racks. Yeah, he's really nice. I like him a lot. I'll show you guys with like how he holds the weapons and stuff. The hands are pretty flexible, so you don't have to worry about the paint rubbing off and stuff. So he can like hold that, smack a turtle with it. And then let's see what else does he have. Give him a blaster rifle. Put that right in there. I can get it to go. I have to open up the hand a little bit. Like I said, they open up pretty easily. If you get that, that works. That looks pretty good. I like how that looks. That's pretty awesome. And then you got the dagger too here. That just goes in real easy, hopefully. There we go. Yeah, that popped in pretty good. That's pretty cool looking. Yeah, I think I like him with the dagger in one hand and the blaster in the other. There we go. There we go. Ooh, I got them all set up and ready to go now. I think it looks pretty awesome. What do you guys think? And that's about it for this one, guys. Have a good one. Take it easy.